From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is The Night Beat.
Hello and welcome to the 1011 Now streaming studio. I'm Madison Pitsch here with your Night Beat for Monday, April 1st. And it's a good day. I love April and I love this next story. So that's why I'm bringing in our reporter, Samantha Bernt, to talk about it with us. Sam, how are you?
Good. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's a delight to have you. I was worried I'd scared you off the last time.
Oh, no, not at all.
So, Sam, tell me a little bit more about the Enable Savings Plan that you reported on today.
So it's a savings plan for people with disabilities and their families to be able to set aside money without risking their benefits like Social Security or Medicaid.
And why would they be risking their benefits by saving money in the first place?
There's a limit for each one of those. So for Social Security, there's a limit, and for Medicaid, there is. And if they have more than that allotted amount of money, then they would risk losing their benefits.
And I think you have that cap written in our web story, so if you want to know more about the cap, you can check that out there. This Enable Savings Plan isn't a new thing, right?
No, it was passed by the state legislature back in 2015, so it's been around for several years now.
Okay. So why are we talking about it now?
We're talking about it now because not a lot of people are using it. There's about 4,000 people across the state that are enrolled in the Enable Savings Program, but there's 150,000 Nebraskans that are eligible.
So 4,000 people are enrolled. 150,000 are eligible.
Yes, so there is a big discrepancy there.
Yeah, 9 years after it was passed, that is a large discrepancy. One thing I really loved about your story today, and one thing I love about journalism in general, is that you get to learn about these problems, but then you get to meet the people who are actually experiencing the problem and who are living through it, and you get to tell their story. And I think that makes it that much richer and that much more human to people who aren't a part of it. Tell me about the people you got to meet today.
So I got to meet Hadley. She is an 8-year-old girl who has Down syndrome, and I talked to her parents today, and they say she's very high functioning, and so they enrolled in an Enable Savings Plan as a way to kind of prepare for her future, to be able to set aside money while she's younger, so that way she has money to kind of fall back on as she eventually possibly lives on her own and has big expenses come her way, just to kind of give themselves some peace of mind for her.
Yeah. Did they talk at all about what that's like to be able to finally provide a safety net for their child?
It's a huge weight off their shoulders, and it's been pretty life-changing for them.
I can imagine. Tell me more about how things have changed for Nebraskans on disability, Social Security, and Medicaid since Enable was enacted.
So before the plan, people on Social Security could only have about $2,000 in savings. So if they went over that cap for the month, they would have to spend that money to get it kind of out of their accounts, so that way they wouldn't risk losing their benefits. And for Medicaid, it was $4,000. And now they're able to have $100,000 set aside and also receive a tax break along with it.
That's a huge increase. From
Huge increase.
$2,000 to $4,000 to $100,000.
Yes.
That's really great for those families. And we kind of touched on it in the beginning. A big reason we wanted to talk about this story today is that people aren't taking advantage. If there's somebody watching right now who could benefit from this program, what should they do?
They can go to the Enable Savings Plan website. We will have that linked on our web story. And it's quite a quick process. Hadley's parents said it took about 10 minutes to do it. And you have all of your information right there.
Some pretty life-changing stuff for those people, I imagine.
Exactly. 10 minutes for a lot of
security in the future.
And a lot of security.
Yeah, Sam, thank you. That's it for us today. Sam, thank you so much for joining us. We've got more news, weather, and sports tonight at 10 and all night long on 1011now.com. Before we go, here's a check of your 7-day forecast.
You've been listening to The Night Beat. Watch, listen, and stream on the 1011 app on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.